Gnasher! The tickets for the wrestling tonight are way out of my allowance range. Oh, we're going to miss the Mr. Magnifico fight.
Mr. Magnifico? Is that an animal, vegetable or mineral?
Definitely animal.
Oh, Mum, he's the best wrestler in the tag team universe. Pieface and Curly are going. Could I have an advance on me allowance to get a ticket too? Please.
Dad?
How much are these tickets?
They're only...
How much?
But it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to...
The answer's no, Dennis. N-O spells no.
Oh, come on, Gnasher. It's not fair, Gnasher. Everyone's going to see Mr. Magnifico wrestle tonight.
Including me.
What? You?
Yes, it's the perfect place to try out my new moves.
You have moves?
First aid moves. I'm a bandage master. Ha, first class.
Bandage. I knew you couldn't be a wrestling fan.
Wrestling? Certainly not. I shall be attending in my capacity of junior first aider with your mum.
Mum, why didn't she say something?
I've only just heard myself. These are the backstage passes from First Aid HQ.
Brilliant! Looks like we're going nowhere.
These are for first aid badge holders only.
But what? Where do I get a first aid badge?
You don't just get a badge, silly. You have to earn it by passing your first aid test.
Test? OK, I'll do it. I mean, how hard can it be?
Dennis volunteering to take a test? This I've got to see.
So, down to business. When, where and who's the judge?
That will be me.
You? Oh, come on, Gnasher. We better get some practice in. There. That's our studying over. Let's go get that badge.
Shall we begin? Dennis? One needs a basic knowledge of anatomy to pass this test. Can you point to the pelvic bone?
There. The pelvis has left the building.
Well done, Dennis.
Thank you very much.
Everyone's entitled to one lucky guess.
OK. Where's the clavicle? The radius? The carpal? The metatarsals? Hey! Where's the skull?
I think that's enough academic testing for today, Walter. Let's move on to the practical tests.
Did you learn all that at school?
No, Dad. Living with a bone magnet like Gnasher, you can't help learn a lot about bones.
Let's see how good you are at dealing with a practical test.
Bring it on!
You stand in as the patient.
Me? But I just might... Oh, all right.
OK, Dennis. Let's imagine the patient has sprained his ankle. What do you do?
I know what to do, Mum. Lots of kids get sprained ankles in football practice.
Especially when you're playing.
OK, Dad. Time to elevate your foot. And...
Apply a cold compress.
coming right up. Gnasher?
Ouch!
Frozen fish. Frozen sausages. Frozen chips. That should be enough now, Gnasher. Let's go. All done. Thanks to you, Gnasher. Hey, where's Gnasher?
Where do you think?
Gnasher!
Shall we move on? Your patient friend is suffering from heat stroke. What do you do to help?
Cool him down?
Well done.
Yes, but how exactly?
Easy! Gnasher, jumper! Remove excess clothing. And douse with water to cool.
That's freezing!
Job done.
He appears to have fainted.
Fainted? We must get the blood flowing back to his head.
I'm on it, Mum. Okay, Gnasher. Finished.
Dennis!
Fail!
Fail? What for?
Bad bandage techniques.
Mum?
Sorry, Dennis. Walter's marking the test, not me.
You mean I really failed?
Unless you can prove to Walter that your bandage techniques are good enough. Yes.
I'll be ready to go to the wrestling right after tea. Here's your pass.
Thank you, Walter.
Remember, practice makes perfect.
Come on, Gnasher. We've got some serious practicing to do.
Hey, what about me? Oh.
Coast clear, Gnasher? Right, Gnasher. Time for the first aid showdown.
Right. Earplugs to drown out all the screaming and shouting. Extra safety pins. Extra plasters. Extra strong smelling salts. I understand the ringside can get a bit hot and bothered. Phew!
It's showdown time, Walter. Meet the fastest bandager in the West. If I win, I get my badge.
And if you lose,
I won't.
we'll see about that. Not bad for a beginner. Beat that!
I thought you'd never ask. Now that's what I call good bandage technique. I reckon I'd pass now, don't you, Walter?
All right. You pass the test. You get your badge.
Yahoo! Mr. Magnifico, here we come!
Hey! What about me?
Eyes on the audience, not the entertainment, Dennis.
Remember, we're here to watch the crowd, not the wrestling.
No wonder they let us in for free. What a disaster. We've got ringside seats and I can't even watch my hero wrestle.
Sorry, kid.
No problem. Mr. Magnifico.
Payback time.
Gran. Hello, Dennis. Nipper's competing in the big dog show in the park. You want to enter Gnasher too? I dunno, Gran. Dog shows aren't really Gnasher's thing. There'll be lots of other dogs there. Nah, he still doesn't fancy it. It's sponsored by Butch Butcher. There's a load of sausages for the winner. That'll be a yes, then.
What are you doing here, Dennis? This is the competitor's entrance.
Yeah, so?
Well, I hardly think your mutt is fit to compete. All this other mongrel.
Oh, yeah? Well, check these out. Official entry forms for Gnasher and Nipper.
Honestly, they're letting in any old riff-raff these days. Now that's more like it. Look at Miss Minniewolf. Just the kind of classy dog we want in the show. Hello, Athena. Hello, Miss Minniewolf.
Oh, Walter, can't you get rid of those creatures? Cheek. Who do they think they are? Exactly. Oh, come on, Walter. Let us in.
I suppose I'll have to. But keep those two away from the other pedigree contestants. We don't want them all catching fleas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the talent section of the show to be judged by the Mayor, Mrs. Creature, and of course our sponsor, Butch Butcher, purveyor of Beano Town's finest sausages. Please welcome our first competitor, Mrs. Bonzilla Barkington Wagstaff and Los Chihuahuas Bonsileros.
Right, Gnasher and Nipper. Talent? Ooh, let me see. Dirt magnets?
They've got plenty of talent. They're going to wipe the floor with the other dogs.
Judging by their appearance, it looks as if you've wiped the floor with them.
There's nothing wrong with the way they look.
Well, it's my job to marshal the contestants. Any infringement of the rules by these two, and they'll be out.
Los Chihuahuas Bonsileros, ladies and gentlemen.
They scored 9 out of 10 for pedigree in the first round.
And I'd give them at least 8 for originality. Don't you think, Mr. Butcher?
I think they must have been too small to see.
That's what Chihuahuas are, Mr. Butcher. Very small.
No, I mean, I've lost my glasses. Oh, I had them a minute ago.
Good luck, Athena. And you, Miss Minniewolf. I hope you win.
And now the height of fashion, Athena Kane and Miss Minniewolf. Very stylish, I think you'll agree.
Wow, major talent. They can both walk without falling over.
Miss Minniewolf scored 9 for pedigree. I'll give her 6 for talent.
And switch. What, Gnasher? That's awesome.
Standing on hind legs? I'm not sure that's allowed.
Oh, give it a rest, Walter.
I'm keeping an eye on you. Loved your act, Athena. So chic.
Don't worry, Gnasher. We'll show those snooty dog owners a thing or two.
Say hello to Beano Town's favourite policeman, Sergeant Slipper, and his canine cop, Biter.
Biter is a highly trained law enforcement specialist. At the north end of the field, you will see Constable Cough Drop. posing as a dangerous criminal perpetrator type villain. Now, watch as Biter makes the arrest. Go, boy! Apprehend that suspicious person. No, boy! Apprehend her! Oh, she's the perpetrator!
Even you're more obedient than Biter.
Pedigree was in order, but 0 for talent, I think.
Oh, I didn't really get a good look.
That's because you were facing the wrong way, Mr. Butcher.
And now our final competitors, Nipper and Gnasher.
They'll probably just be chasing their own tails.
Good luck, boys. Think of the sausages. Well, Gran, if you ask me, Gnasher and Nipper have the talent show in the bag.
Oh my goodness! Those beastly creatures might actually win! There must be some rule against motorbike riding. Oh, yes! Marvellous idea, Athena!
By gosh, I do believe you're right. That motorised vehicle is exceeding the speed limit. Biter, arrest those lawbreakers.
This is not good, Gran. Not good at all, Dennis.
My poor little babies!
I knew you'd make a mockery of everything. You and your scruffy mutt.
Chill out, Walter. It's only a dog show.
Yes, well, all the other dogs have got proper pedigrees. So luckily, you've got no chance of winning.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to present the Best in Show trophy, which has been kindly presented by Mr. Butch Butcher.
Oh, I wish I had my glasses. Oh.
Here they are, Mr. Butcher.
Remember, Best in Show goes to the dog with most points for talent and pedigree. Under consideration are Police Dog Biter, Los Chihuahuas Bouncileros, Gnasher and Nipper, and finally, Miss Minnie Wolf. And the winner is... Miss Minnie Wolf!
I knew we would do it, my poochie woochie.
Well done, Athena! Miss Minnie Wolf is truly a special class of dog.
Oh, hang on a minute. Now I've found my glasses, I can see the entry form. It says here that Gnasher is an Abyssinian wire-haired tripe hound.
Really? A tripe hound? The rarest breed of all? Well, that's different. Bring your dog up here, boy.
What? Why is that different?
Yes, a tripe hound.
If you groomed your dog up occasionally, we would have seen he's a very special breed.
Course he's special. He's me best mate. But that dog has no talent.
Well, not just your best mate, but also, I'm delighted to announce, he's the best in show.
This is an outrage. Come on, sweetie. We don't need this stupid dog show anyway.
I don't believe it! This has to be some kind of mistake!
Result, Gnasher. You rule.
laundry, not a tent. If you want to go camping, Dad will take you. Won't you, dear?
Oh, yes. Oh.
Yahoo! Gnasher, we're going camping!
Yes, yes.
Whoopee! Camping! Come on, Dad! Dad? You're right, Dad.
Oh, me? Fighting fit. I used to be top scout in the Beano Town Wolfpack, you know.
Yay! Camping is going to be so cool! So what did you do in the Beano Town Wolfpack, Dad?
It was brilliant, Dennis. Living outdoors, finding our own food, recognising all the different plants and animals.
Really? What's this called?
Ah, well, that's that's a rare specimen, actually. Let me think.
What's that tree called?
Yeah.
And that bird? What
Well-
kind of grass is this? What's that, Dad? Stinging nettles? Funny, that's what I thought.
Oi, look what you've done to my bivouac.
Your biver what?
A bivouac is a shelter made from branches, leaves and moss.
Oh, I thought it was just a funny-looking tent.
Tents are for softies. I made that myself. Name's Tough. Terry Tough.
Well, it couldn't have been much good if it broke so easily. Bet my dad could build a better one.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, he knows all about that outdoorsy stuff. He was top scout in the Beano Town Wolfpack.
Was he now? I suppose you're an expert at bivvy building then.
Absolutely. Possibly. I might have missed that meeting.
But, Dad, I thought you said...
But, yes, I do know a thing or two about the great outdoors.
Go on, Dad, you tell him.
Really? So, you wouldn't mind proving that then?
Not at all.
This your tent?
Yes, but I...
Put it back up. I'll build a new bivouac. See who's quickest. Right, there we go. Let's get...
Looks like 1-0 to Tough, Gnasher.
Now, let's see how good you are at fire lighting, eh?
Oh. It's hard work, this.
Of course, you know how to make herbal tea.
Oh, sorry. Delicious.
2-0, Gnasher. I think Dad might have been exaggerating the whole Top Scout thing.
Not at all. In fact, I'm just getting warmed up. What's next?
Way to go, Dad! You tell him!
What's next? Oh, I think I've got just the thing.
Bring it on.
That's Mount Beano. First one to the top and back is the best outdoorsman. Agreed?
Agreed.
And one other thing. The loser leaves the campsite and never comes back.
Well, if that's how you want it, fine.
Are you sure you need all this stuff, Dad?
A Beano Town Wolf Cub should be prepared for anything.
See you later. Don't get lost.
Wow, he's fast. Dad, we better get moving if we want to keep up. Dad?
Just checking the direction, Dennis. Now, was it the wet finger into the wind means north?
Let's just head for Mount Beano.
Or was it see which way the grass blows and divide by the angle of the sun? I can't remember. Let me think.
Dad! Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, back off, Billy!
Gives me an idea, though. Ha-ha! Yee-haw! Giddy up!
I don't believe it. They're gaining on me. Yeah, but if something was to slow them down, by accident, of course. Oh, I'm suddenly very tired. Must be the mountain air. Goodness, was that me? Oops.
Abandoned goat! Ah!
It didn't look so high from down there.
Come on, Dad. We're almost at the top. Just don't look down.
You're right, Dennis. Don't look down. Mustn't look down.
Dad! Way to go, Dad! We're right behind you! Dad! Are you up here? Come on, Dad! We haven't got time to hang around.
Oh, put me down. For the last time, put me down. See, I'm fine. Just need to get my bearings and... Oh! Well, nobody saw that coming.
OK, Dad, don't panic. Gnasher is on the case. Ready, pal? Attaboy, Gnasher. Stand by, Dad. Landing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, Gnasher. We've really got to move if we want to catch up with Tough.
Almost there.
We'll never catch up to him unless we can slow him down. Dad, how about a cup of herbal tea?
But you don't like my tea.
This should do the trick.
Oh, what's that horrible smell?
That's the way.
Oh, there's got to be a way out of this somewhere.
Dad, look! Yes! Result! Woohoo! Game over! You won, Dad!
We won, Dennis. You and me. We're a team.
Wonder what happened to Tough? He should have made it back by now.
Get off!
Looks like the outdoor life isn't for everyone.
Help! 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 Mummy!
And now we go live to Beanotown Park Racecourse for the afternoon's racing.
Hussy! Hussy! There!
Yes, B, it's a horsey. Then why don't you go and play in the garden with your hobby horse? Dennis will help you.
Dennis! Horsey? And here's Dennis. One shot away from glory. Yes! What do you think of that, B?
And don't bring her back until you've made it up to her and she's calmed down.
Come on, B! I'm doing my best!
Hello, loves.
Hello, Gran.
What's all that crying about then? I could hear you a mile away.
I broke Bee's hobby horse, and I'm trying to find her a new one.
Oh, well, that's all right then, isn't it? Oh, what's all that fuss about it? Poor little bee. Whoa, she is in a mood.
That's because nobody's got any hobby horses. We've been walking round the shops for hours. And Dad says I can't bring her back until she's calmed down.
Dear me, you are in a pickle. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Ah! Huh? Hang on. B, I've been thinking. Riding hobby horses is really for little babies.
Baby?
Yes, and you're a big girl, aren't you? How would you like to ride on a real horse instead?
Real horsey?
Gran, can you look after B? I've got a plan.
Where horsey? Any minute now, love. Dennis is just bringing him.
Why do we have to do this? 'Cause we're mates, Curly, and mates help each other out, right? Now, remember, you've got to convince her you're a real horse, so no talking or mucking about, OK?
Okay. Horsey! Horsey!
That's right! Told you I'd get you one.
Nay!
B, no!
Horsey, eat!
Oi! Hey, what you doing letting that child pull up all this grass, eh? And who said you could bring that animal in here?
Come on, Parky. Anyone can see it's not a real one.
Real horsey!
All of you! Out of the park!
Oh, this is a stupid idea, Dennis. What's in it for us, anyway?
Come on, Curly. We're making B happy. What could be better than that?
How about a pie?
OK, let's just give her a ride and you can have any pie you want. OK? Now wait here while I go and get her.
Oh, yum.
Pieface? Where are we going?
OK. Angle of inclination 7 degrees. Wind speed about 3 knots south-southwesterly.
Very good, Father. Stand aside, please. Oh, Father, you must take more care.
horse with him, has he? OK, I'll keep a sharp lookout. Oi! Right!
Pieface! Give it back! Now!
Dennis!
Come on, guys! One more go!
No! We're quitting before we get into any more trouble.
Hang on a minute, love. I'll just go and see. Oh, never mind, Dennis. You did your best.
But what am I going to do about Bee? I still can't take her home. Bee! Bee! Where are you? What is it, Gnasher?
Only horses and riders allowed through this entrance.
But my little sister's in there. You got to let me through.
You think I'm stupid or something? Now either show me your horse or I'm going to have a word with that policeman.
OK, Gran. Let's get the horse.
So here they are under starter's orders for the final race of the day, the Beano Town Classic. And they're off with the favourite moving straight to the front, ridden by... Oh, there seems to be a change of rider.
Heavens! I know jockeys are small, but that one's absolutely tiny.
Can't be much bigger than Bee.
Wait a minute! That is Bee!
And that's Dennis.
Hang on, Bee! We're coming! Wheelie, Gran!
Now there's something very strange going on here because I don't recognise that horse at all. And now there's a police car. What an extraordinary race this is!
Faster, Gran!
And now there's a dog on the track. And as they approach the final fence, they're neck and neck. It's anybody's race.
I'm here, Bee! Faster, Gran!
Be right, horsey!
Well, look on the bright side. At least Bee was happy, even if we did have to sell the car to pay for the damage.
I don't know. I don't miss it that much. And think of the money we're saving by not having one. You all right in there, Dennis?
Yes.
And you, Gran?
Yes.
Jolly good. Off we go, then.
Giddy up!
Horsey!
I won't be back till Sunday. Are you sure you can look after yourselves for an entire weekend?
Of course we can, dear. No problem.
Don't worry, Mum. You just go off and have fun.
I'm not going away to have fun, Dennis. It's a yoga retreat. It'll be very hard work. Remember, Gran will be coming over tomorrow to help with B.
Yes, Mum. We'll be fine, won't we, Dad?
Of course we will. We're a team, me and Dennis. Now, you just get going. Enjoy yourself, dear. We'll take care of everything.
Quick, upstairs! Good, Kelly! Look,
Yeah? Who's that at the door?
Just Pieface and Curly. We're working on a project.
A school project?
Sort of. It's a pie thing.
Ah, mathematics. Pi r squared.
Could be squared, Dad. Or it could be round. Thanks for letting me do this here, Den. My mum's banned me from our kitchen.
Not surprising, seeing as your last pie-making effort blew out the windows.
I just used a bit too much yeast, that's all. Hang on. Here's the instructions. Instapie. The pie in a box for delicious pies in seconds. Just add water.
Just add water? Boring. I'm going to find some stuff to spice it up a bit. Come on, Gnasher. Dairy-style whipped cream, lemon-flavoured pie-making product, meringue-type pie topping stuff, and pork sausage flavour enhancer.
Pork sausage flavour enhancer? Isn't this meant to be a lemon meringue pie?
It's not just for us, right? It's for Gnasher too.
Never heard of lemon meringue and sausage pie before.
There's always a first time. Dennis, what did you just add?
Bulk foodstuff super booster. Well, it's super boosting the pie right out of the basin.
Quick, to the bathroom! This stuff's magic. All we need now is water.
Oh!
Krishna Vashti rubber spine pose is a level 1 exercise designed to bring about total relaxation. So clear your mind and just relax.
Relax. Oh, easy for you to say.
The first paperclip was designed to fasten labels to garments and textiles. The double bend single manifold paperclip was a great step.
Dennis!
Invented by Hiram P. Hitchcock in 1975.
Dennis!
And now, ladies, we move on to the inverted lotus blossom. Look deeply into your inner self. Think beautiful thoughts and let yourself go.
That's better.
Back into class, ladies. We're not done yet.
Everything running smoothly, I see.
No problem, Gran.
If this isn't a problem, Dennis, I'd like to know what is.
Where's B?
B! B!
Curly, Pieface, help me clean her up. No, B!
Oh no, she's gonna blow! That's all we need. Now, come on, B.
enough of that nasty stuff. I'll find you some nice chocolate. Chuck, 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 chuck.
You're in big trouble, Dennis. What am I saying? We're in big trouble.
No problem, Dad. I've already got an idea about cleaning up this mess.
No, it was one of your ideas that made this mess in the first place. We'll clean it up my way.
You're lucky your mum's away for another day.
Just get this. Oh, it's good for fathers and sons to bond. I don't want to overdo it, though. And anyway, they might need me. Dennis, guess what? I'm coming home. Right now. Well, this yoga thing isn't as relaxing as I thought. And anyway, once you've done one inverted lotus blossom, you've done them all. So I'll be back in a couple of hours, just in time for you to make me dinner.
Mum's coming back.
Well, of course she is. She lives here.
No, I mean now. She's catching the next train and she wants us to make her dinner.
Well, what are you waiting for? You lot get cleaning. I'll head her off.
You push it. Now, you just... Oh, this isn't working, Dennis.
I have an idea, Dad.
Yoo-hoo!
Hi, Gran. Oh, not again.
Oh, my. I never had that effect on anyone before.
Oh, they call it the inverted lotus blossom. It's supposed to be very relaxing.
It doesn't look it. But don't worry, I know just the thing. We'll find you a chiropractor.
A whatopractor?
Someone will give you a nice soothing massage.
See? I told you. It's working, Dad.
But will we get it finished before Mum gets back? I told her we were going to look after the house, not totally trash it.
This isn't the way home. Where are you taking me, Gran?
The hospital. Like I said, you need a chiropractor.
No! I just need to be home with my family.
We can't let Dennis and his dad see you like this. Think of the shock to their systems.
Hurry, Dennis. We're running out of time.
There's nothing else for it, Gnasher. You got to help me. You do the stairs while I do upstairs. See? I knew you'd like pork sausage flavour enhancer.
No, the chiropractor's office is closed until Monday.
Just take me home, Gran.
Are you sure? Oh, we could try somewhere else.
Take me home!
Okay, but I've got a feeling you're not going to like it.
Oh, it's so good to be home. Oh, yoga classes are fine, but there's nothing like coming back to your own lovely, peaceful home.
That was close, Dennis.
Too close, Gran. But at least everything's under control now. Is that what I think it is?
It is! Oh, wait, hey! The coolest computer game console ever!
It's not even out till next week.
Father knows the boss at the Way Hey factory. It's here in Beano Town, you know.
Yeah, I took the factory tour. They've got demo models. It's ace.
How about giving them a game?
All right, but let's make it interesting. Anyone I beat has to come to after-school club with us.
Oh, yes, it's fun. We're doing form filling today and tidying.
And cooking.
Yikes! They should call it worse than school club.
As long as you win, you've got nothing to worry about.
Press play, Walter. Please, please, please.
Okay, the game's Rock Guitar Legend.
You sure? I always win at Rock Guitar Legend.
Absolutely. Here goes. I input the game code and Rock Guitar Legend becomes Air Violin Legend. Game over. I win. Next.
Okay, what's the game this time?
Boogie Breakdown Dance Master.
Oh, my favourite! I didn't know he could moonwalk.
I win again. Easy when you know the dancers that score the most points.
How do you know that? Busted. That's why you're so good. You turn games into homework.
Are you talking or playing, Dennis? Or have you just turned chicken?
Tell you what, Walter. Let's make this really interesting. If I win, Pieface and Curly go free. If I lose, I'll go for the rest of the year. But I should be allowed to do some homework too. Lend me a manual and I'll meet you at after school club. Unless you're chicken, of course.
I don't know.
It's a deal, but if you don't show up, the whole of Beano Town will know you're chicken.
I was just buying time. The factory's in Beano Town, right? If I can sneak some practice time on a demo model, I'll have a chance of beating Walter. Huh? It's a long shot, but I can't let Curly and Pieface down. Let's get on the next factory tour.
Welcome to After School Club. First, form filling. Every good citizen should be able to complete a form neatly.
Oh.
As you can see, the factory is fitted with the latest high-tech security.
What about the way, hey? Are you going to show us a way, hey?
And to protect the delicate machinery, a super advanced climate control system.
I heard you've got demo models.
Indeed. Here is the very first demo model of the way, hey.
Anybody mind if I have first go?
This model is for display only.
This is no good. We've got to get our hands on a way, hey.
A good citizen's home is a dust-free home.
is where they make the way. There's got to be a finished one in here somewhere. Don't know about you, but I've got a funny feeling we're being watched. Knew it! Well, no, you don't! Quick, Gnasher! Think you can make it? Hey, hands off! Ha! En garde! Make way for Sir Denis le Menace! Best swordsman in Beano Town! Gnasher, we're leaving! Lucky no one spotted us.
Our security system alerted us the moment you entered an unauthorized area. Your every move was monitored and analyzed. We were impressed. Very impressed.
You were?
Yes. I just want to ask you one question.
How would you like to star in our next game? Our top designer has been working flat out, creating the environment and characters based on your special moves. We thought we'd call the game Grand Denismo.
Excellent! And I'll give it a live test!
If you want to join After School Club, you'll have to come back next week.
He'll be here, Mrs. Creature. I'm about to make sure of it. What's it going to be, Dennis? Rock guitar legend? Boogie breakdown dance master?
Grand Denismo! Huh? I'll take you all on! Ready? Game on!
Dennis must want to come to After School Club forever.
Tell us what to do, Walter, and we'll thrash him. I don't know what to do. I've never seen this game before. What do we do now? I don't know. I don't have a manual for this game.
See you later, fellas! Have fun! Guess that's game over, eh, Walter? Hooray! Whoa! Lads, you're free! Goodbye, After School Club! Can I keep me pie?
Here's your game.
Keep it, Walter. I don't need to play it. I've lived it.